My name's Caroline Poynton. I'm going to record this today off YouTube because it's very good conversation. Very interesting.
TikTok time to rock. Hey, what the heck?
Oh, thank you for this.
That was weird. What's up?
It's very long, so I'm going to record it in
It just said,
stages.
I've never seen that before.
I'm
It just
watching
popped up and said, "Do you
stages.
want to ban this viewer?" And it gave me a viewer. So.
I did start to watch it earlier.
Did they say something that
What did
like?
you say? Well, I've never seen that before. I've never seen like on Ecamm, "Do you want to ban this viewer?" And I clicked off it, so I didn't even see what he said. I'll tell you. You don't tell me if you don't ask me if I want to ban somebody. I'll ban whoever I want. That was weird.
Yeah, I went to like 3 words that like triggered that. But this is the first time getting it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. Do you want to ban this user? Like as soon as we went live, do you want to ban this user? That was weird. Anyway, gosh, totally screwed up my awesome intro.
Yeah, man.
How's everyone doing? Been a few days, man. Been a few days. Been doing some stuff. Went out of town for a little bit, guys. Tell you about that later. So anyway, it's going live a ton. Let's see how everyone's doing. How's everyone doing, man? We got some good stuff today. We got some Dawa Wars. We always love the Dawa Wars, guys. Because they're like, Islam will take over the world and then there will be peace. And they can't get along with each other for 2 seconds. And I don't mean like on, okay, you got Sunnis and Shias, obviously they're going to have arguments and stuff like that. I mean like anyone, anyone who's doing anything, they just can't get along. Like it'll be these 2 people over here can't get along with these 2 people, can't get along with these 3 people, can't get along with this guy, and none of them get along and they all want attention. So, in other words, it's not just like huge disagreements like the Sunni-Shia split or something like that. It's just they're all competing for attention, and so they start getting antsy when someone else starts getting attention, so they have to attack. And anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting for anyone who thinks Islam will take over the world and we're going to restore the caliphate. How? You can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. I keep saying it. If you have a caliphate, you just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then someone stronger comes along and takes over the caliphate, and it's their caliphate for a while, and then someone else comes along, they're stronger, and they take it over. As long as it's kind of held together the entire time, you can keep it going.
That's my saying.
Once it's all broken apart, split up, and everyone's doing their own thing, and each group thinks they should be in charge. Too late, guys. Too late.
They can all be in charge, but they can all fucking go back to where they came from.
The only way to save the ummah
buy from all. Or
is for everyone.
Or we could do a better idea. Elon Musk built the biggest spaceship, or biggest whatever they could do, and we can put them in that and we'll just blast them into space. Yeah.
Free Muslim out there to rally around Ali Dawa as the new caliph.
That's it, guys.
It's the only way. And if you don't do it,
oh yeah,
how much do you really care about Islam? That's what I'm wondering. Let's check
check
out these guys. Hello, everyone. Hello there.
What's up?
I'm from a Muslim country, so I don't give a fuck.
Amen.
Amen.
You said, what did Jack Ray post?
Did Jack Ray post something that we missed?
Oh, Jack Ray. Jack Ray.
Oh, wait, here. Heck. Jack Ray did post something. Let's see. Posted a super chat. I was just going through regular stuff. Bombs away? What do you mean on what? Someone is already catching a ban. That wasn't me.
Getting banned.
Oh, hey, what is this? AI surveillance.
Yeah, guys, AI is gonna start banning us all.
I was gonna say, well, they won't catch
hey,
the
shares.
shares.
Just take the AI's word
The
for it. Be
shit,
like,
the shit,
where is it?
the seats, the weeks. They won't
AI's
catching them earlier on TikTok or whatever they were on.
Start banning. Let's see, we got Jack right here.
Saying they were gonna
3
shit
months
and
without
piss
Mike
on
Winger.
someone's grave.
Yeah. I can watch David Wood for more Mike Winger good. Oh yeah, this is me. Hey,
Me personally.
That should be bannable right now.
Yeah,
look,
well, what should be bannable is we should be allowed to fucking deport the bastards.
Maybe that's what the AI wanted to ban.
That shot their heads off.
See, I still don't know how to do like 98% of what I can do with this program. I should set it up. Anyone who
Me personally
mentions
guys,
Mike Winger.
the thing is no one jihad wants to cut jihad. These terrorists want to cut the Pope's head off in Italy. In the Colosseum. Well,
It's either
I'm not jihad or a
back in
terrorist.
the day, I'd have said it's
But
something
one
about
thing I'm
Jews are the
advocating
Jews,
for,
but
if
I'm
they want
guessing
to chop the Pope's head
it's
off,
something
well,
along
I
the
think we
line
should
of,
chop King Charles's head off.
That's
Why
the
not?
only explanation
Why not? I
for
think I should chop
why
King Charles's head off.
people
Or
believed
whatever.
on
Well,
things
that's an
is that it's
avocation.
demonic,
I'm
and
not advocating for
so
violence.
instead of talking about the
It's
Dowel
not
Wars, we
violence,
need to be
it's
talking about
political.
demons this entire show.
It's in the Bible.
That's pretty
Changed
close.
his religion
Stupidity
to
is
Islam.
just a label, not an explanation. What makes a
He's
person stupid or
sworn
less
on the
skeptical, which makes a person
Bible
more
and the
skeptical.
Church of
Yeah, so that
England
is all.
under the
That's
court
part
of
of the
law.
discussion. What
And
makes
he's
a person
sinned on
more
that, he's
skeptical?
lied on
Some
that.
people are just
And
like that,
everything
Nordine.
else.
What
And
makes
he's
a
a
person
murderer, King
stupid?
Charles, murdered Princess Diana, and
All
anything
kinds
else.
of things.
All kind of
It
things.
can be part
Anything
of
to the
how you're
political thing.
raised, lack of critical thinking skills, but some people
Like
are
I
just
say,
lower
sending letters
IQ
to Ed
and are just
Miliband.
born that way. And
Oh,
some
this
kids
is
are
why
just
we've not got rid of
born
fucking Starmer.
super geniuses.
And then King
so
Charles, I'm going to be
and so
not
it's a
going to be fucking
mixture
funny,
of
but
nature and nurture.
I was going to say
It's
King
not all
Charles
demonic stuff.
is the one demonic stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, King Charles is the one to blame for giving Sadiq Khan a fucking knighthood. And God knows who else he's given knighthood to, and half the fucking Muslims in fucking Church of England. I am not Muslim. I am not for Islam. I'm sorry, I'm not born there. I'm not born from that country. I'm born in England. My DNA, I'm a full pedigree English. They can go fuck off telling me there's no such thing as English. What do we call 1,500 years? What do I call about 18 great-granddads that all come from Yorkshire? All in the same bloodline as me. Thank you. Well, over generations, obviously, you know, but obviously that's where my bloodline starts, and I live in Manchester. In Bury, I was born in North Manchester Hospital, and I don't know, if they don't get deported and are doing something, then I don't know where I'm getting deported to. Fucking Russia. Fucking Russia. I'll go to see Vladimir Putin, and they call Vladimir Putin. I am on his fucking side. I really am. I am, but I just don't want him to destroy the people in the country, really. This country, I don't want him to destroy the people, because the English white people, most of them, are pretty good people. Like myself, I'm a very good person. I'm not a bad person. I'm not perfect. I do some fucking silly things or whatever, and I say silly things, and I do silly things, and I don't do silly things. I try to, at this day and age, I try to keep myself in the fucking house because it's not safe. I mean, I keep saying I could do with a day out for myself and go and get the bus or the tram, but I'm too scared to go and get a bus or the fucking tram. I'm too scared. Because as soon as I come out of my area, Bury, that's it. It's just, no. I mean, it's even scary just going to fucking Bury. I don't even go to the park. I can't even sit outside my door, because I'm surrounded by it. You know, and then they say a phobia. Well, you're going to give people, they're giving people phobias, really. They're putting it on people and they're fucking forcing it on me. And it's on top of me. It's on top of something. It's going to force you with it. That's giving someone a phobia. I mean, how would they like it if all they could see was millions of fucking clowns?
This is Nordine responding to me pointing, because I'm not even
Will it
explaining.
give them a phobia?
Nordine.
Well, that's my plan, you see, so that nobody gets caught, because we need to raid Buckingham Palace, the people of England. I'm not saying for violence, but I'm saying we need to do what they did, swarm it, like they did with fucking the White House with number 10 and all that. Sorry, they can swarm the White House, we can do the fucking Buckingham Palace and get King Charles out. And Scarborough Castle's where he's going to have his head chopped off. Since one of the kings put one of my family's heads, well, his head got chopped off and it ended up on Scarborough Castle. So I think that'll be a good idea, where we execute the devil, Poltergeist, which is King Charles. Well, it's in the Bible, he's shut her down, he's changed his religion to Islam. He's caused all this diversity and this, that and the other, and all this shit to people. I'm sorry. He might have not started it. It might have been after the war, and it possibly was Queen Elizabeth and Queen Victoria, Queen Victoria, yeah, she might have been the English fucking witch, or Mormon after whatever, and he was fucking German, fucking goffing German. Then they made fucking Hitler The royal family made Hitler. They made fucking Jack Ripper. Yeah, they did. Made Epstein as well. And where's Prince Andrew lately? Well, it's not Prince Andrew, and King Charles is not king, it's Charles. He's not the fucking king. Not when we get his head chopped off, it's not. He can't be king, he's getting his head chopped off, that's it. And don't let them tell me, oh, it's violence. It's not violence. AI. It is fucking political. Yep, because kings have had their heads chopped off before in England, so it's going to be done again by the people.
Just shut up with the nonsense. You're weird. You're freaking weird, and you want to turn every discussion into demonic stuff. No. That scene, if anything seems demonic to me, that seems demonic. Just talk about demons. Just talk about demons.
I'm not.
So if anyone doesn't know the situation here,
demons. I'm talking about poltergeist. Yeah,
who
the devil
believes in something stupid is because demons are possessing the person's brain. And so instead of reasoning with the person, explaining the evidence, you should just start casting out demons or something like that.
Well, King Charles is the fucking devil, so that's all right. So we're talking about demons. Well, I'm talking about the devil and poltergeist.
But why don't other people drop their double belief? Well, because some people are less skeptical and
I'm not.
They have different levels of intelligence. Oh no, what makes it that way?
I've sent Hitler
if you're dumb, it's because demons are making you dumb.
And Epstein and the rest of the fuckers that was made.
Nordine, give it up right now. Don't. It's getting super old. It's getting super old.
I don't feel any mercy.
This is all well and good, but
I don't feel any guilt for saying about chopping King Charles's head off.
Nordine, how do you know it's not powerful? Aliens.
No thanks.
Aliens causing people to believe stupid things all the time. David, you're several days late.
Only one way to get rid of poltergeist and the devil, and that's execution.
It's never too late for Dowell Wars, guys.
That's execution.
It's going on right now today. This is breaking Dowell Wars. This is breaking Dowell. It's been going on for several days. It's been building up because of the women, and it's just it's really interesting. So you've got the new women of Dawa who are just
well, that's
awful,
where we started.
Disgusting behavior.
The rest of the kings and the queens around the world.
And it's Itachi and Korra.
It's down to everybody's country, the Pope, he's going to have his head chopped
the
off.
21 cops. That's the only clip I think I've seen
at
from
some point
Itachi.
By the Europeans, not
the
by
only clip
Jihad.
I've seen from Itachi is she was
Fuck
mocking
Jihad,
the
he's not
21
getting there first. We're getting
cops
there first.
who were
hey!
Just flat out murdered.
Well, they can say it, can't they? I'm only saying what they're saying.
Korra, my goodness.
I'm not saying anything different to what Jihad to say, the Muslims to say, and Islam to say, and Muhammad to say.
Buddies with Malik, she hitched her car to that train.
I'm not bowing down to Muhammad though, fuck
Before
off.
we get started, I want to thank Nordine for funding Christian apologists with his obsession on demons and making sure everyone knows about it.
I'm not talking about demons, I'm talking about the devil. Yeah, the demons, yeah. They are demons, yeah.
Is late to rock.
Keir Starmer's a demon. He's evil as well.
Siesta. La.
David Fat fucking Lammy, the orangutan. You'd want to be like him. You'd want to be fucking like him.
Mentioned something interesting. Quran 157. Jews said we killed the Messiah, but if they knew he was the Messiah, they wouldn't kill him. And if you're saying paraphrasing, then the Quran isn't clear. No, we pointed out for years that the Jews, in Surah 4, verse 157.
Oh, I'm not saying killing, I'm saying chopping the red off.
They're bragging about killing the Messiah.
I don't know if that's classed as killing or what, but it's not.
Usually,
I don't advocate violence.
They were mocking or something. Oh,
I don't advocate to do anything to anybody else or do touch anything else or do anything to anyone. It's political.
Muslims
we're going off what the Bible says. Death is in the Bible.
P.S. I think Nordine
in the court of Church of England under the court of order. Under oath.
Only demons can make a person consistently.
Well, yeah, if you close the God out like King Charles has done, you're going to open the door for something new. And the new one is the evil devil.
Redshift of 1.
Poltergeist, hell.
Get it? Redshift? Yeah, we get it right.
Which is demons, the devil, sort of same sort of.
Who don't understand
poltergeist.
Physics or cosmology won't understand redshift. You see, you're possessed by demons.
I'm learning to understand through my family's history of 1,500 years worth. They've all been in battles in army. People have had heads chopped off and all sorts.
Hi, we'd love to have DOC on the show. Please get in touch.
When they come to me, I'm 43.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
And my sister.
We watch your show. We like what you guys do.
Obviously, my cousins and bits.
Yeah, we'll probably get in touch.
Fucking
and we
generation, and we're fucked.
We would also love to see.
I was going to say,
DOC
from my granddad's generation, that's it. My dad's generation fucked. My generation fucked.
Yeah, you'd have to say.
going to say
Well,
after
I mean,
war,
there
we're
you
all
might,
fucked.
you might say demons want people to have
After
tons and
Second
tons
World
of
War, when they
generations
thought they all
of
got it
first
right.
cousin marriage to keep them
I mean, Winston Churchill, he fucked
to
it
keep
up as
them
well.
dumb. All right, man.
By selling us down
John,
the
I want
river.
you to break down what's been going
Of all
on
these
with the
human
Dawa
rights
Wars, and we'll check it out. So, guys,
fucking
we
whatever
got
else.
Muslim Lantern, who first it started with a tweet. He started posting about it, and then made a full
Well,
video explaining it.
then that
Haven't
may
watched
be
it.
the
We're
right
about to
thing,
see it.
but
We got kind
was
of a compilation.
immigration and then King
Compilation of
Charles,
various
King Charles mainly.
popular Muslims and
I
scholars.
was going to say he's been involved
commenting
for a
on
very
whether
long
there should be
time.
women in Dawah.
Since he was about
And
15,
we'll check out some
16.
Muhammad Hijab jumped into the fray. Muhammad Hijab jumped in there, sharing his powerful thoughts.
Yeah, Hijab.
And people are now accusing Muhammad Hijab of being a feminist.
But I thought, I had a feeling King Charles could
He's
be
saying things like,
Turkish, but he sounds like he's Greek and German. He's definitely not English. King Charles ain't British and he ain't English.
That's like classic.
German and Greek.
That's like classic criticism of Islam.
Which,
You're just
I was going to say, which
women
still,
from doing
Germany
anything,
is Christian and probably
you're losing half
same
of
as
the
us, with
potential
the side.
of your entire community.
And Greece is the same as us, but they also come under the Greek
on
goddess.
board with that. So good to know. But
And
man,
I don't
this
think
is
that
going to be a big mess.
Greek
But
goddess.
what we got, Jack?
So, basically,
It's Islam, is it? It's to do with Quran and doing that. I don't think it's together.
Dawa girls, like actual Dawa girls, not the Dawa boys
Yeah,
that we call
and then
Dawa
you've got
girls
Turkey
sometimes.
that changed
Actual
its religion
females
to Islam.
doing Dawa. Specifically Korra and
Because they were
Itachi.
fucking with the Greeks
Like
and the fucking
you, David, I'm not too familiar with
Cyprus.
Itachi, other than seeing a couple clips here and there. The 21 Copts who were martyred, that has been going around on social media. It's on X and TikTok and stuff. So
And
yeah,
the reason why I know, because say it like the guy that killed Henry. He says British. He's not fucking British. Where's his fucking DNA?
Anyone should be interested in talking to.
He's fucking
Be
Indian.
making fun of martyrs and stuff like that.
Just
but,
because he's born here, it
so
doesn't make him
she's
British.
making the rounds with Korra, and they're being
They
promoted.
go off DNA.
They're being promoted not necessarily by the big Dawa guys, which is interesting because they see each other as competition.
Yeah.
Like Muhammad Hijab told
I'm
us
not
that they
giving
don't
a
get jealous
fuck.
of each other.
I think they
So,
should be departed
like,
for saying things like that.
You know, being promoted by the big Dawa
About
guys, but they are being promoted by the
People
Muslim
being locked
community.
up for saying little
And
things.
so
That
the
lady,
Dawa
that
guys who are
Peter,
and have
oh,
you know,
what's his name? The one that the
channels
old man that died in
you know,
the jail.
Muslims will look up to
And he
in
didn't
regards
do
to their
anything
opinions
wrong.
are now speaking out on this topic because of people
And that
like
lady
Muslim
lost her life for
Lantern
saying
and
a
others
couple of
saying.
dirty words on
Instead of saying,
Facebook or whatever it was on.
what we were saying was that,
And
oh,
to
this
be honest
is
with you,
really
I
interesting
don't
to see
think
women
it was
doing
that
Dawa.
bad.
We want to see more of it. We want to
So
see
what?
what they can kind of bring to the table and
With
see how it
God or
changes
satellite
the
or
scene.
whatever it was.
Well, not every Muslim is happy about that, and a lot of them are taking issue with it from Islamic
Well, you can just do you want.
groundings and Islamic rulings
Well,
that
we need to
women
send them all
should
back,
not
women
be
as
doing
well.
public
I'm
dawah.
sorry, the
They
women
shouldn't
don't
be doing
do
public
nothing for
dawah,
themselves. They're
and
carrying it on.
especially not for men.
When they're coming to a Western
And, they
country, they're
shouldn't be
still
seen.
wearing that.
And some of
Part
the
women's fault there, mate, as well.
So
Alright, it's
Muslim
part
Lantern
women's
shares
fault
that
in
opinion,
everything
but he's
else
not the
what's
only
going
one.
on.
he's not the
You've
only
got
one.
this stupid women
There are a
doing
number
this
of
porn shit and
Muslims
doing
who
all
are
this stuff, lips and all
popular
that.
on
I've never done
YouTube,
anything
or
like that.
sheikhs or scholars,
Well, I've
including
you know,
the
but I
Grand
never
Mufti of Saudi
put
Arabia,
that shit
by
or
the way.
anything in my face.
They,
I don't put makeup on
and
very
this
often.
isn't
I don't.
on any of the clips that we have, but
I'm pretty
there's a ruling by
I am as I am.
even Al-Albani, who obviously wasn't writing about TikTok and YouTube in his time, but he was talking about women doing dawah and going out in public and kind of, you know,
Yeah.
speaking in mixed audiences and
Well,
all this other stuff. So he's of that opinion as well, that no, this is
some
completely
women
forbidden in
probably
Islam.
shouldn't because you're right.
And there's
Fucking
no
bastards,
precedence for
bitches.
it, and it seems like
Like
all
you
the
say,
traditional
everybody
kind
should
of
be allowed
Muslims,
to their
ones
own
who
free
lean in
will to
traditional
do what
leanings,
say what they
at
want.
least
Well,
that they are
to say
against
what they
this.
want in a
But
certain.
ones who are
I
coming
mean,
out like Muhammad
if
Hijab
they
in
want to
their
go on
defense,
free speech, well, they
Jake
start shutting
said
them down
something.
for
It's
saying
not
that.
really clear what his
About
position is.
Henry
He was kind of
Gray.
more just
That's
taking a shot at
disgusting.
Muslim Lantern because Muslim Lantern apparently didn't sign his
That
document
is
against Daniel.
hateful,
So
and they're saying that.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know who was responding to.
And
Yeah.
they're fucking now being
Yeah,
nasty
so
to
he-
Sikhs,
oh,
and I'm
okay, yeah,
sorry.
Yeah,
The
he
Sikhs
really
have been
didn't sign
stuck
the
up
document,
for-
had to do something to do with
now they can
Daniel, so
fuck
he's
off.
like, I don't really care what to say about women in Dawa because you don't talk about like kufr and
Go back
things like
to
this.
India.
You know, talking about Daniel. So he didn't really share his opinion on whether or not women should be doing Dawa in public or not, or to men. But it seems to be like the vast
Well, I'm
majority
glad
of
you're
Muslims
speaking
are
about it.
against it, like at least on a
It's
popular
not
level,
like
the vast
I'm
majority of
against
Muslims are against it.
people.
But You
I'm
do have
not.
Muhammad hijab coming against it, and that's.
But if
I think that's
what
going
I'm
to be really
against
interesting
is
to
them
hear
being offensive
his or read
to
what he
him,
has to say about this.
I
I don't know
don't know
if
who
he'll
the
make a
fuck
video
they
about it
think
or
they
not,
are.
but he kind of takes the
Hell, I hope
opposite
hell
position, and he thinks that there should be
releases on
some
them
sort
for
of
saying
like
them
there
things.
should be a space for a Muslim woman
Yeah.
to do this.
Well, yeah,
in
Muslim
public,
women, yeah,
and,
but they're not doing their own things,
we'll see
mate.
what motivates him to say that. It's actually
They're carrying on
in part Candace Owens, believe it or not.
when they're in a Western
That's
country.
partially why he's
They're
behind
in
it,
America,
and we'll see how much
especially in
that as
England.
well.
And they're in
Yeah,
places where,
pretty crazy
I am
stuff.
not
So
saying
it
things
is
don't go on.
interesting,
I'm
the
not saying they don't get
dynamics
battered,
here,
they don't
because
get
so you
raped, they don't
have
get
like
abused,
traditional
they don't get
Muslims
silenced. Yes, but there is
jumping
things they can
in
do
here
when they're here
saying,
in
hey,
England as a woman
you've got women
to get away from
some
things
of
like
the
that.
women like on TikTok
There
and
is,
so on,
and I know it's not very
are
nice,
on YouTube.
right?
Well, like Lily
But
J, right? Lily
they're not
J,
helping
she's still
themselves by
wearing
staying
like
and doing it and
yoga
carrying it
pants
on.
and a hijab. She'll
So I don't
occasionally
feel
toss
fucking
a
sorry for
toss a
them,
hijab
alright?
on
I don't.
when she wants to and
No,
stuff.
this
But
is
other
what I
than
mean.
that,
I don't feel sorry
again,
for them.
yoga
Don't
pants
bother. No.
and super tight
I
fitting
don't feel sorry.
clothes and stuff.
No,
So
some of them I do. The ones that are
you got
being
some of the
forced
a lot of Muslims
in
saying,
Iran,
hey, this is
the
not
women that are being
appropriate
forced
to
to
be
do them
dressed in
things
this
in
way.
Iraq
But
and
then
Iran
you
and whether
have like
Afghan and whatever,
Cora and
I feel fucking
Itachi,
sorry for
who,
them. I do,
you
yeah.
know, who are
Then I feel
wearing
sorry
the
for them.
niqab, although I saw some people criticizing Itachi because she had on
Because
loose-fitting
I
clothes,
don't
or she
live in
had
that
some
country
sort
and I
of
don't know
like
what
belt
their
around her,
rules
which
are
pulled
over
it
there,
tight,
so I can't
which,
comment.
you know,
But I do
made
feel
her.
sorry for them
Oh,
over
that's
there
what
in
you're
that
talking
I saw people
situation,
complaining
yeah.
about that. Yeah, they're complaining about that.
I do feel sorry for the women that don't want to wear them things in them places and don't fucking want a man near them. What when you don't? What when you want your own space as a person?
I'm saying that was the
I'm going to say
criticism.
what, like,
I still haven't watched that.
everybody wants their own space at some point.
That came out and stuff
A
like
man
that.
wants
Yeah,
their
the
own
only thing I've
space, a woman
actually
wants
seen
their own space.
from
What
Itachi
when, as you're a
is that,
woman, you
her
just
making
want
fun
your
of
own
the
time to
21
go out shopping
cops
for
who
yourself
were
or
murdered.
to go to the doctor?
Yeah, I don't know the video that
Just
video,
do something for yourself,
for
themselves.
Like the nose up. You don't see like
Well,
so.
yeah.
If they were criticizing,
And
how
they're
she's
saying
wearing
about
all
fucking
of her
digital
clothes from that
digital
other
ideal. I'm
debate.
saying we need a digital
And I
eye
did
test. We
notice
can
as
just
well,
about
she
see
seemed
the
very close
fucking eyes, and we
to
might
some
be able
guy.
to
I
test
don't know
who
if
it
it's her
is.
husband or not,
But
but
it
she
could
was
be
like
anyone.
almost like rubbing shoulders with the guy. And that I knew Muslims would have a fit about that because that's not allowed at all. I mean, you're that close to a guy, and now if it's her husband, I don't know if that changes things or not. I mean, in terms of the rulings or
And
whatever.
they're wearing all black.
Muslims are very upset about that
They
too.
look like
So
a
that is
fucking
another
penguin
thing I've
and
seen
you-
about her.
it's
But
just
I didn't
devilness, it's
hear
the
her.
devil.
It was just kind of more
You're
about
wearing
her.
all black like that.
Yeah,
That's the
so some
devil.
of the criticisms of women in Dawa is that they're showing
But
their
then
faces,
the
they're
women over
interacting
here
with men and discussing things with
in the
men.
UK
So that's
now,
one.
in the
But
West,
then even in the, even for
they're
like
not
Cora,
making it any
who's,
better, are they?
fully,
Because they're
wearing
carrying
the
it
niqab
and
and stuff like
wearing
that.
it. Yeah, but they don't have to
It's,
wear it over
one,
here.
you shouldn't be interacting
And
with
I
guys at all.
understand,
You
no,
should
I
be,
get
you
it
should
when
be
there's only
publicly
one woman,
interacting with guys
you know,
on TikTok.
and
And
your life could be
you
feared.
shouldn't even be,
They'll probably kill
they
you or
shouldn't even be
whatever.
hearing your voice
Right.
and things like that.
I
So
was
you
going to
have
say, but the
those kinds
voice
of
of one
objections.
woman, they come
Then
out
you
and
have the
speak,
objections that
and they can speak to
these
their other
women are
women.
just like
Lines.
one. You
And
have
then they
people
need to
complaining
come out
about
and
their
speak
behavior.
to
That's
another
where
woman.
Muslim
And
Lantern
then, well, they
started
can get
commenting
help
to
over
begin with,
it.
like all this. Yeah,
I
we
know
baked
this
you. Yeah,
fucking-
you got baked. You got baked.
I know
He
the
was
police
complaining
and all
about
and the
that, saying,
fucking
like,
not much help
this is not-
nowadays. Either.
this is not. This isn't helpful. So
I was going to
there
say,
he
but
seems to
there is
think that
still
that's
some
just
sort of help.
generally
There's
bad
more
for
help for them
Dawa, and that you're not
from
giving
that
a good
than there is for an
impression
English
of
woman from that.
good Islamic
An
manners,
English
which
woman
is
to
weird
get away
because,
from a man,
you
an
know, these
English
are always the
white
people who
man
become popular, the
abusing
people
her.
with the worst behavior.
Nowadays, it's very,
So what's
very
that say
fucking
about the
tough.
Ummah? So you got
Because
people
you end
complaining
up
about the
getting such
behavior.
a pedo
You've
services
got
and
people,
everything else. And they'll take your kids away.
people
Where
who
was
are
that
objecting
happening?
because they're just spouting they're spouting heretical nonsense. I mean, you had Cora saying Allah's not
And I'm not being
omnipotent and
funny,
stuff like
but the
that.
way
I'm
they do
guessing
it
lots of
is
Muslims
to
would
get,
object to
they
saying
go
that
to
Allah
the
is
place,
not
or wherever they need to
omnipotent.
go to.
And but I
And
mean,
they
it
tell
was
them
just
they need to be on their
it
own,
became
and
a
then
joke.
they will
I
be on
mean,
their own
this is
because they will
Elijah,
move the
and
husband
he's
out of
going
the
like
way
what
by
you're
law.
describing. You're
We're
saying
going
that
off our law,
Allah,
not their
he's
law.
not
By
omnipotent.
law, they have
He's
to
spatial.
remove him out of the way.
He's temporal, and he's like, that's me.
especially if he's
you're
abusing her.
describing me.
I was gonna
That
say, if he's
everything you're
abusing
telling
her,
me
he's
about
just
your
got
God
children. Then he could be
describes
abusing
me
them
because
kids as
that's
well,
what I'm
and
not
anybody else.
I'm spatial, you know.
So
So
they need to
you have
remove
that, and then
her
of course
from him,
they're
or
all
move him
going
from
because
her.
of the Islamic
And I'm
dilemma.
not
They're all
being
going
funny,
in the
but when
father
they
right
remove
direction.
them, they don't
Because
put
they
them
want to
just in
go,
a jail.
their response,
them,
for some reason, the
Put them into a secure
response they're
locking,
favoring to
and
the
then they
Islamic dilemma
deport
is
them
the
then.
general
Deport
confirmation,
them then.
because it's just affirming the
They'll
Bible
start
in general, not
deporting
necessarily in every little detail.
slowly.
But Okay, it's general across Old Testament and New Testament that God is our Father. And so they start acknowledging, yes, you could in the past call Allah Father, but he abrogated that with the Quran. But before the Quran, it was
But I don't
perfectly
want to
acceptable
talk
to
and say
refer to
Father.
Allah as Father, whereas you look at the classical Muslim
Because he's saying he's
commentators
not
on
your
this, they
friend.
say, no,
He's not your
no,
father.
that's unbelief. That's
I'm not
kufr.
your fucking
They call you
father.
kafir if you said it
I
was
didn't
ever okay
fucking.
to
It
refer
wasn't his
to Allah
sperm,
as
was it?
Father, even in a metaphorical sense, even in a completely metaphorical sense, kufr. It's
Well,
unbelief.
he might be
Can't do it.
right there.
Can't do it ever. And so they would be. These ladies would be kafirs,
Like your
according to
granddad, he
classical
can't be
Muslim
my father,
commentators.
he's
You
your
have Muslims
granddad.
who are objecting to that. Wait a minute, you're
Your
spreading
granddad
this.
can't be
These
my
are the, in
father.
other words,
He's
these are the
your
examples
grandfather.
on TikTok
Great
that young
grandfather.
Muslims are listening to.
Godfather.
The young
We would
Muslim
you
girls
can have
are listening
godfather, yeah.
to these Dawa ladies, and the Dawa ladies are basically turning them into kafirs. So you have people who are objecting along those lines. And then you've got the people who are just who
So you
are,
can have godfather.
to be fair, just
You
jealous
can,
that girls are
thinking
getting
I'm wrong
more
there.
attention than
Well,
some of the
I think
Dawa
you can't
guys, and so
godfather,
they
you
want to
can't,
attack
because
along,
you can't have a
along those
godfather.
lines. And us, we just get to watch it all.
You can have a
yeah,
grandmother.
exactly. We're just
can have a
amplifying
grandmother, yeah.
it. We're just
You can
like,
have
okay,
your
this is what
mother.
this side has to say. This is what this side has to say. And so I was only aware of Muhammad Hijab giving a post on YouTube, but
Obviously,
actually,
everybody's true
you
father
found
is
it,
their own
had, like, a
true
whole
father,
thread.
and mum, we all
So
know
it
that.
seems like
So that's
from,
probably
like,
what
the
he's
little bit
saying.
I
I'm
see,
not
he
your
is
fucking
trying to
father.
It seems like he was
Yeah.
trying to give some
Well, he's basically by saying that he's not your fucking
for
friend.
that view.
He's not
So
your
that's
brother,
interesting
he's not your
because right
friend, he
here,
ain't
Muslim
related, so you
Lantern,
couldn't
he
give a
has got a
fuck. He's not.
whole section
What he's
on
saying, he ain't.
why it's
he ain't-
forbidden
yeah,
according to
he's
Islam.
saying
He
you're
goes
not
through
cool
all
with
the
the my
reasons
wings,
too.
I'm not
He even
your
says at the beginning
father.
of the video, he's like, listen to the whole thing before you comment because most likely whatever you're gonna say, I'm gonna respond to. Because in my head, I was thinking of responses of what I've seen Muslims say,
Some
and
of
he
them
actually
are
did
what I
address
want them to be,
almost
my
everything
dad.
that I could think
Fuck
of
them
that they
up.
would say. So I don't
Fucking
know if
hell.
Muhammad
I
Hijab
mean,
wants
my
to hear
dad
that,
wasn't the
but
best
maybe
dad.
some of those points are actually addressed.
Yeah, and the other issue, which I didn't mention,
I didn't really get to know him much.
so all the
but
different issues.
anyway,
One, is it just
He
okay?
wasn't the worst
One,
of dads. He
should
wasn't gonna
Muslim
he
women
was
be
an
speaking
alcoholic
to
and
men
stuff. He wasn't very well.
at all and interacting that way? So that's one thing. And then two, like, how should they be dressed? And is it okay for them, men to even hear their voices and
Yeah.
things like that?
Yeah,
Got
it
those
is.
kinds of issues. Then,
Of course, it's okay
but
for
what
people
about
to
their
hear your
behavior?
voice.
Their behavior is actually like terrible and it's repulsive to non-Muslims, so it's not actually going to help the dawah. And then of course that they're getting
Their
all kinds
behaviour,
of
what do you mean their behaviour?
attention
What do you mean the behaviour?
for
Oh, right,
these
so
kinds of
non-Muslim men.
things, and then you've got the people who are
That's why
just
they don't
jealous.
marry
They're just
any
flat
mo-
out
any-
jealous
That's why it's very relevant to marry any
because
man
it should be
out
their
to a
double
Muslim
guy.
lad.
And
But that's not
apart
good,
from
is
all
it?
that, you might be saying,
Well,
okay,
how is that
if it's causing
integration?
these problems and causing
gonna
these,
say, mate,
this
how is that
fighting
any
in the
integration?
Ummah over this issue, why are so many
If they
Muslims
just-
sort of rallying around them? And it's
I'm going to say
because
if they come in here and just fucking marrying their own
they're
anyway,
very
just
desperate,
get carry on
guys.
getting abused,
Right
they might as
now,
well
the
stay fucking
Ummah
Islam.
will cling to absolutely anything. It's like a person. It's like a person drowning in the middle of the ocean and stuff like that. They'll just grab onto anything. It wouldn't matter if it was like a bomb, a floating bomb decided you're just going to
And then
latch
what
up
I
and
don't
grab onto
get,
it, even if it's going to blow
and then
up.
what I don't get is
So that's
these
kind
little
of where
girls, little
Islam is right
children,
now. They're dealing with the
girls
avalanche of apostasy.
to the
They're
age
dealing
of
with
fucking
lots
2,
more Christians and
up to the age of
non-Christians
probably 15,
learning
14,
how to
15, 16.
learning the Dawah script and learning
I'm
how to
gonna say,
respond to it.
probably
They're
up
in
to the age of
panic mode,
16,
and
gonna
so
say.
anyone who can come
That's
along.
probably gotta be
I
honest.
mean, again, like clinging to
Fucking hell,
Lily
lucky if
J.
you're probably that
Lily
age, but it's
J.
still not
Seriously,
okay.
ChatGPT.
And they're selling to fucking big grown ass men in Afghan, but no one's worried about them.
You guys are
I'm
baked.
going to
to go
say
with
we're
the,
not.
yeah,
The
the
United
Dawah girls
Kingdom,
lingo.
The Dawah
we're
girl
saving
slang.
all these big grown ass
Yeah.
men.
All right,
these
let's go ahead and
boats.
check out. Let's go ahead and
But
check out a
they're
quick
not, the government
the
ain't
compilation.
getting a plan
compilation.
together to save these little girls being
Let's check this
slaved
out,
out
guys.
to
So
big
this
grown
is
men.
bunch of
Yeah.
Muslim Dawah guys and scholars commenting on
It's
whether
always
it's
about
appropriate
a minute.
to have
What
women
about,
in Dawah. So here are.
I
by
mean,
the way,
Davey fucking
language
Lammy,
work
yeah.
for anyone
Alright,
listening.
I realise
There's
he's
gonna
not
be Dawah
African
girls
now.
speaking
He's
and
there
they do
from
not.
Oh,
Caribbean,
okay. Yeah, I did not know that was in
Jamaica,
here.
Caribbean.
Okay. So,
But
yeah,
it's
guys,
a fucking
I haven't
call
seen
anyway.
this, but
about the
this
fucking
is something a
African
while ago, so let's
reparation
check it
bill.
out. little
We
compilation.
owe
here.
that to
Wait, is this the
Africa.
one? Wait,
The
What?
Africans,
It's this
no,
one.
we fucking
Oh.
don't. We don't
The-
owe
the,
shit to Africa.
So
We've
okay,
paid
there's
our
one
duty
where
Africa
the
when we
sheikh at
stopped
the
the
end.
slavery
Do you know if his
over
voice is
there.
that?
And
This
our
is the-
slavery
this is
to
the
the
one-
Africans
this is the
was
one you
no,
said
our
that sheikh should be
slavery
muted because he
to the
copyrights
Africans,
everyone.
we actually
so this is
saved
the
the
one.
Africans from being
completely lose
slaughtered
everything.
by the
Yeah,
Muslims.
yeah, with this one, yeah.
Which lots of times I wouldn't care. I'd say go ahead and
I'm
do
not
the
saying
copyright.
all
I'll
the
win it or something
slavery
like that. Right now, it's
was
like,
all
I don't feel like
fucking
dealing with this
culture.
right now. So let's just go ahead and go with the muted version
Some
because it's
wasn't quite
subtitled, so we,
brutal
we
over
can
in
read it.
England or
But
Europe.
yeah, sometimes I'd be happy
What would be
for
brutal
be happy to
in
deal
more
with this.
like
But yeah,
England and
we'll
Europe
hold
probably
right now
would be
giving
the
them
cold
if
if they were
hijab
out
copyright strike
doing
right
in the
now.
cold all day
All right,
long.
we ready?
But
Here we go.
considering to fucking
These are
them
various
being
Muslims and Muslim
muted
scholars
down
reacting.
there, chop the bits off, women
To
being
women in
stoned
Dawah.
and tongues being
And
cut off,
it's
and
interesting how
God
this
knows what
keeps
they're doing in
apparently keeps
Islam
coming
to
up
them.
because lots of the clips I've seen over the past month are
It's not been the fucking West or
it's like
English.
Q&A
that
and people
done
are
it.
coming up to
It's been
scholar, hey, what's up
fucking
with women
Saudi
in Dawah?
Arabia and all them
Is there a
countries.
problem here and stuff? So anyway, it's becoming an issue. The great
Yeah.
fitna of 2026, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
But no, they don't seem to be paying any reparations to anyone else, do they? How come Saudi Arabia's not being told to pay reparations to us in Africa for slaughtering all Christians and the Jews and whatever else around the
But
fucking
look at
world?
his mom. Look at him like,
Looks
where are they
ugly
gonna go with
bastard,
this,
is
man?
he? You know, has he
Oh,
been
is he ready
inbreaded?
for this?
He's
So
been
this is
inbreaded
just a
there.
lecture.
They've both
Can a
been
woman,
inbreaded.
can a Muslim
Do
woman
you know
give
why
a
they're
lecture
fucking ugly?
on social media?
Most of them.
So not even talking about
I'm
like
not being
debating or
funny,
something like
but
that,
they're not
unless the
good-looking, most of
question
them.
continues. But I'll go ahead and back it up. 'Cause
Okay, I have
Here.
Asian friends in England, and the odd ones are pretty good looking, but that's because possibly because they've got wankness in them, and they're not maybe they're not integrated, you know, marriage thing, cousins and things.
And that was a woman asking, so she's oh,
Yeah,
and
she's
by the way, look at I just looked
These
at panel
bastards
discussion
then.
Q
I'm gonna
and
say
A for
these fuckers.
sisters. So this is
Right, they're all fucking
specifically
sisters,
for
their own mother.
Okay.
Muslim women to get up and ask questions to the great and
Fuck off,
mighty
you old bastard.
Sheikh Uthman and his awesome jacket. I've seen do you know who this guy is? I've seen this guy a ton of
Yeah.
times. I don't know
I
who
thought
he
who he is. He looks
I
fucking
think his name
evil.
is Zaid
And
Al
him sat
Karim.
next to him looks
Or,
fucking just
yeah, Sheikh Zaid Al Karim or something like that, or Karim Abu Zaid or something like that. One of the two names.
So
But
yeah, I
he's
don't
Sheikh
care. I
Uthman's
think we
buddy.
should just
He
send them back to
goes to all
fucking
this like
Pakistan where
events
they
and he
came
does
from.
these things, and he was one of the guys
I don't
that
think they're
grilled
Saudi Arabia.
Daniel
They're trying to
before
be pretending they're like from Saudi Arabia and that.
and had Daniel up on a panel like
fucking
this.
India or
He was
Pakistan
one of the guys that grilled
or
Daniel and
Afghan.
made him take like the what they call the Salafi Shahada or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say
he's
we're not even allowed to do
Yeah.
extreme Islam in Saudi Arabia.
I'm
Brotherhood and
not
all.
sure about this aesthetic
No,
here.
I don't
I
know
mean,
about
Sheikh
that.
Uthman is the only thing with any color on the
They
strip.
don't
Just look
like
at
it. They
he's like
chop
in
you up
white
over there for
with,
doing that.
the white background, the white,
yeah,
the
white beard. It's like
But on the other
yeah,
hand,
Sheikh
some
Uthman
things
was
in
there and he
Pakistan,
like
they've got some
is
good
this guy just
laws.
having a green screen
For
and
rape
everything was
and stuff
green
in
or I don't know
Pakistan.
what's going on. But
And
yeah, I almost
deportation.
can't
Now
see it.
the
All right, let's see what
Pakistanis
he
can
has to say.
deport all the fucking Afghans.
What we see these days of
With no
sisters
fucking
coming and
human rights
exposing
bills
themselves,
going on and none of
whether
this
in a
fucking
public
fuss.
forum,
I don't know what's happened,
like
but
in a
one
conference,
day
and they
there's
stand in
Afghans
front,
there,
that's
next minute
unheard of.
bang, bang, bang. I don't know what they've done,
So,
but probably in the
sisters
dead of the
will
night.
expose
Next minute they're on the
themselves
outside the
social
borders.
media. That
Just
is not
dump.
how it's done.
What the fuck are you
Do you know what I mean?
So
No
Guys,
human
I
rights
didn't know
there.
this, but we watched this the other day. We just played a
No
clip. We
fucking.
played a clip of
Oh,
Cora.
this is
Well,
human
it's
rights.
really
Well,
bad.
we're
So
not
that's
human,
Cora.
and
That's
we've
Cora
got to do this
interjecting
and we've
that.
got to do
And
that.
by the way, that's how she responds to
I was
other
gonna
Muslims.
say-
She's talking to a Muslim in that clip.
I was
who
going to
just-
say
who
they
says
didn't
he
put
doesn't like
Pakistan
imitate
down
Mia.
for doing that, did
And
they?
she's going off. Okay, so I didn't know that. Okay, so we
Like
got
in England, all this
responses
human
from
rights stuff, it's a load of
Muslim
bullshit.
women, the Muslim women of Dawah responding.
I'm voting Rupert
Yeah, when I
Well,
was
that's what I need to
thinking,
do. I'm
I like went
voting
through
for
a bunch
Rupert
of this. I
Well.
was like kind of like in editor mode, like thinking, okay, well, is this good? Do we need to add
I
anything
hope
else?
they win.
But now that I'm actually watching it,
I
didn't
do, I
realize
hope
it's
Rupert
like he
Lowe
said
wins, 'cause
something
I
and
want
she
Rupert
responds
Lowe to
to
come
him,
to
and it's
number
like,
10.
oh, it's actually, oh wow.
And
no.
basically get all the
Okay, that's
fucking
fine. So I
things that
backed
they've
it up.
done
I
since
backed it up
Tony
because
Blair
now
and
I know
before
what's going on.
burn it all and start again.
Sheikh Uthman's cracking me up like now, like,
And
right. How
If
you
they
gonna
think
handle
how we
this when
can,
you got
if they
Muslim
think,
women
if they
asking
think
you,
how we can't
are
start
we
again, we can
allowed
start
to even
again.
give a lecture
I was gonna
on
say,
social media? Could we just give a lecture
We're going to
like,
go off the
you know, we
Ten
could be fully
Commandments.
clothed. We could be like full burqa.
Of the first
not
Bible,
seen
not,
us.
we're not the
Can
second
we
generation
even
Bible,
give
because that's
a
us
lecture on YouTube or TikTok or something like
We have
that.
to go
Let's
off
get
the
the official
original Bible
response
and the
from
law of the land.
Muslim
I was
men.
going to say, and that's where things are, that's where we're going to go
What
back
we see
to.
these days of sisters coming and
Right
exposing
back to there
themselves,
for
whether
start
in a
with
public
educate.
forum,
Well, For everything, for the law, education. Education, we're going to have to do
Are
the
you
same.
fucking retarded?
Gonna have to, obviously we've got the technology compared to what we had back then, so we're not going completely back in time, going back in time with when the education first started.
In order to teach the religion
Because how is it going to
You're
become
confused.
fixed?
You're lost in the
You
sauce. There's something going on in
can't
the
just
head.
be
Dawah
fixed.
is a job for men to do.
Nobody
The way I see it's got to be all
saying.
scrapped. I'm saying to the, some of the, I think some of the schools or what, something is closed. I'm saying, yeah, we'll keep them closed.
Someone
Close
will say,
all
oh, but
schools.
there are some scholars.
Just let them go to
There has
the
medicine that
jacks, I
said that
don't
female
care.
can be.
Just
a
for English
prophetess.
people, because
People will go to any
they get
regular audience to
radicalised
justify
and
what
fucking
they're doing,
bullied in
Like
all
a bitch
sorts.
boy.
Now, there is a
And every
regular
time I see a
opinion,
kid
and it's
stealing
clearly,
anybody,
if you
even
look at
because
the
even
evidence
here
of
in
Quran and
Berry,
Sunnah,
there's
you'll
only one
realize
white
that
kid or
this
something
opinion
daft. And
has
it's,
no bearing, it's
yeah.
clearly contradicting.
And then I'll go
Why?
and then
First,
contradicting
Allah says in the
people and
Quran,
telling them
وَمَا
fucking
أَرْسَلْنَا
bow
قَبْلَكَ
down to
إِلَّا
fucking
رِجَالًا
hell, get fucked.
وَمَا, we did not
It's
send
not our
before you
father.
إِلَّا except.
Fuck
So
off,
we
you
didn't,
can't bow
so
down
we
to
have
Allah.
negation,
You can't
an
say it.
exception,
But
means
you know, he's not your
exclusivity
father.
in the Arabic language.
Oh, by the way, do you know
I'm
if this
gonna
is
say,
from
he's
the
not my father.
longer clip of him that we're gonna watch?
Yeah, so we're gonna watch the full thing. We'll get a
So
full.
we can
Yes,
do
we're
one.
gonna watch the full Muslim Lantern
Yeah.
because
So
he
we
seems
can
to be
do one
taking,
telling us what we've
based on
got
just
to do
what
and what we
I've seen,
can't
what you
do.
said, he seems to be like trying to go through this in detail
He
and
does, yeah.
Okay.
And then
so
He
it
tries
would be
to
good.
get all the
Yeah, and then-
responses
and
that
then
they-
they
yeah,
try
so,
to
yeah, it's
scare
worth going
people
through
and-
all the-
Alright.
terrorise people.
And
with
so
that.
we shall.
And manipulise people.
We want to know if this is
Basically,
acceptable
the
or
devils.
not.
Except men. We did not
I
send
mean,
before
are
you
going to be
except men.
things, they are going to be doing
So first
things.
Allah
I'm
says
not
that
saying
clearly
they're
in the Quran.
not.
And da'wah requires sometimes to be involved in sensitive topics.
Hey, everybody.
I'm not saying they're
21
not going to
cops
do
in
the
the
Pope
chat,
said.
man. 21 cops in the
But what
chat.
I'm saying,
Yeah, that's what I've seen from that's her mocking
what I'm
the,
trying to say is that we need to get to the
beheadings of
fucking
21
Pope.
cops.
Well, we
Hey,
need to
21 cops
we
in the
need to
chat,
get to the
21
Pope
cops.
before jihad's done.
21 cops in the chat. I want a
Because
full
if they get
minute
hold of the
of
Pope and
21
chop his
cops
head
in the
off,
chat.
that's it.
Yo,
They've
got
won.
till 8:07.
That's it, they win now. If they get to chop the Pope's head off,
It's
they
not
win.
like they have some knowledge that no man has. They just, use
It's not that his head's
platform
not going to
for
come off, but
popularity.
they're not doing
And
it.
the original
So basically I'm saying we need to get to fucking King Charles before they get to the Pope. And the people of England, the English people aren't going to chop his head off.
Oh, I get it. That's from the debate. That's from the debate that we'll need to review. But saying she's
I'm
supposed
sorry,
to be
there is no way
characterized
for it.
by
There's-
shyness, and yet you can
Because
tell.
they
You can tell she had
no,
the.
no, it's, because
I don't know
it's
what she's wearing,
different,
but she
it's
had
completely
Doesn't
different.
that look like Japanese or something? Is that what she
I'm
does
going
by
to say this is
Itachi?
in the Bible, it's death.
Oh, is that what it is?
It has
Oh,
been
yeah,
done
that's a
in
good-
the
I
course
didn't- yeah,
before.
I think
People
so.
had their
What
head
the
chopped off
what the heck
hundreds of
is
years ago.
Itachi? Is
Something
that
my
like-
family had their head chopped off.
Someone could
So
have
it's
said
actually
anime.
political and not violent.
Japanese makes sense,
I gotta
actually.
say it's actually to
But
say
yeah, you can see
politically and
how
not
they're like,
violently.
I don't know who this guy is in relation to her, but you can see how they're like touching.
And it's not violent,
Their
it's
elbows are,
political.
their arms are touching. This is completely forbidden if he's not considered like the mahram for her.
Oh.
I like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I
She
can't see her
is. That's an
face. It's
anime.
just not
Who the
nice.
heck is going to have a dumb anime character as some sort of? Oh, she's copying me with Saitama. Oh, I get it. Itachi Uchiha is a
Horrible,
fictional
isn't it?
character in the Naruto manga and anime series created by some person. Itachi is the older brother.
The fuck, I wouldn't be having
Oh,
that.
it's a dude.
I'd be like, yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you can tell she's going with the she's
That's all
going
right.
with the
And she's just carrying. Well, I suppose.
Japanese anime vibe in dressing. By the way, you know what I'm thinking? Because they're covering their faces, just leaving their eyes uncovering anything. Oh, they're dressing modestly because they really respect Islamic rules. You can tell they don't have a lot of respect for anything having to do with good manners. I seriously think like this young generation of Dawa girls, they know they're going to keep embarrassing themselves, and they know, hey, well, if you never see my face, then I can just reset anytime I want, and you'll never know who I was, and so it doesn't matter how much damage I do or how much I
If
embarrass
you would
people.
definitely
I
have
can
no
always just,
fucking chance in it because you need to see
That's
somebody's
true.
face.
Yeah.
you'll never call me out because you don't know what I look like.
Well, you need to see somebody's
real
lips moving when they talk
We're
as
gonna
well.
have to make your eye for you.
Because you can't understand what somebody's well, the mask on, you can't fucking talk.
Can easily be broken.
You can't
That's the
understand what I'm
reason
saying.
I would suggest that a Muslim should not use video recording on any of the social media platforms.
I think the best thing.
Oh, so I think the point of the of that clip up there was was just showing.
Showing her
This
on
is
video.
yeah, showing her discussing with Nick of Fearless Truth. So look at this. Look at this. That's Cora, just chatting it up with Nick. Just chatting up with Nick. Hey Nick, how you doing? How you doing, Nick?
It is not possible at all. That barrier can easily be broken. That's the reason I would suggest that a Muslim should not use video recording on any of the social media platforms.
I think the best thing for our sisters, especially, is to try to protect yourself from online exposure as much as you can. Because even for men, to be honest, it's a big fitna. Not a fitna just like, okay, you're online and you're famous or something, but you become a target.
Can an empowering woman give da'wah on YouTube or TikTok? What are the limits for women in da'wah?
If a woman comes on social media with her niqab, giving da'wah, the physical hijab and niqab is there. The sentimental one is not there. Because she's speaking. And this defies the purpose of hijab. When a woman, and I've seen some clips of da'is, especially from America, this is where we have all the problems coming from. This is haram. What are you guys doing? This is not permissible. But Sheikh, I have knowledge, and I would like to share my knowledge with the world. No, my sister or my daughter or whatever you are, share your knowledge with sisters. Don't share it with men. To the fact that the best woman in Islam, in terms of knowledge,
I don't get
Mother
is why is this conversation
after the death of the Prophet,
left?
she is the mother of the believers.
And basically,
Are considered to be her sons.
why are these
No one
women,
can marry.
like the women over there
Yet,
seem to
never
don't
ever
want
she
to
stood
wear
on a
these
podium
things.
or in a masjid or in a public lecture.
I'm being forced to wear them.
She's their
I
mother.
won't know,
She's the most
but
knowledgeable one of them.
the women
So when
over
you come
in
on
the
social
West in
media
England and that,
give
they seem
da'wah
to be
and
fucking
speak
not
and
forced to
become
be wearing them, but
emotional.
still fucking wearing them.
He left behind.
I don't understand if they're not having to be forced by our government
What the fuck are you
to be
talking
wearing
While
them.
men are
Then
watching, where is the da'wah? No
there is,
shame, no
well, but
bashfulness,
they say
addressing
they've
men
got the
and
same
women
rights
and
as
being
us.
publicly
Well,
doing
then
this is
them
wrong and
women
sinful
have got the
nonsense.
same rights as me, as being a
Okay,
woman.
so
But why are them
this
women
guy,
not
no, this
taking the
guy's
same
allowed
rights
to-
as being a
he
woman then?
doesn't do the copyright
Oh,
thing,
look
but
at his
this
eyes,
is the
what's that on his head?
He's now the
Oh
Grand
yeah,
Mufti of
that's what I
Saudi
was
Arabia.
laughing before. It
So
looks like
if
he's got a
that- if that
fucking
matters to
tea
any-
towel on his head.
any
I've
Dawa
got a tea
person
towel that
who's
looks like that.
watching this, he's the questioner is asking the question, and the Grand Mufti is gonna. I don't know if this was while he was the Grand Mufti or not, but today he's the Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia. So
My tea
So,
towel looks a
it's
bit
just a
old.
translation
My
on the
tea
screen,
towel
right?
looks like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
read it.
he's allowed to. Yeah, he's allowed. He's
My
not the one
tea
that
towel
worried
looks
about
like that
something
guy's
that-
fucking head.
Okay, I'll go read those.
Wrong and sinful nonsense.
There has been requests concerning the dire necessity for the participation of women
Look, I like
in the field of power,
that.
and for women to have bits of their lectures sold in stores. Oh yeah, this might have been back in the day.
Oh, this is so funny. The way he says this is so funny. Oh, yeah.
And they say the opinion that the voice of the women, the voice of the women is aura.
Like it's considered like her nakedness or something like that. It's like not to be heard, not to be seen.
Oh yeah, but it's alright when you
Is
want
an
fucking rape you.
obscure and unsupported opinion. Oops, I missed the part.
That was a
That was
quick.
quick.
Not that they want to have sex with you and make love to you, they just want to fucking rape you.
It has reached the extent that the
Oh, the
Quran
child.
radio broadcast channel
No, because they love you. I was going to say it's not. They don't want to do things like this with you, make a baby, because they love you and they cherish you and you're the most beautiful thing they've ever fucking seen in their life. And for the rest of their life, like you say.
What is your advice?
No, because they can have
concerning
4
this?
wives,
Oh, okay.
so fuck
So that was
off.
someone else asking him.
Yeah, that was the questioner.
I
Yeah.
was going to say they can have 4 wives and they
I got
fucking
it.
only must have an headache. That's why I
What do
think,
they
you know,
say
that's why they can have so many
about
fucking
his
babies.
statement? The Most High.
I mean, I do agree with some
So
things
do
that
not be
this,
soft in speech.
the pills and all of these that
In
they're
case
shoving
the
in
one
our
whose
children and giving me these
heart is a
vaccines.
disease should be moved with
I think
desire.
we do need to be
That's
like
in the
Islam,
Quran,
the
guys.
Muslims on that,
If
and
a woman
fucking
softens her, like
stop.
you
This
saw
is
how
why I
Paris
say
kept
to
changing the pitch in her
all
voice,
parents would
like she's
shut
like changing
the
the tone
schools
and the
down,
pitch, and
because
that's
that's where they're
completely
giving them
forbidden according to the
vaccines and
Quran. You can't,
children,
but when you
everything.
soften
That's
your
where they're
voice at
getting
all,
radicalised.
you
And
know, this
we
is
have
what
to
the
do
Quran
home
says. It
teaching.
can make people stumble with their diseases in their hearts.
Yeah, imagine this. And Cora's sitting there chatting it up with Nick.
I
Haven't seen the
understand.
discussion, but hi.
Obviously, little nursery ones, you can't take your children, or babies, younger ones, to nursery, toddler group. But I'd say stay with your babies, stay with your children. Don't leave your kids in a toddler group either. Because you don't know what they're doing. So stay with your kid in the toddler group. Up until about 10.
Is this an obscure and unsupported
But if I was a parent, I'd be staying with my child. I would not be leaving the classroom. I wouldn't. I'd be staying in the classroom. I'll say, well, I'll get a chair, I'll do some work for the kids and the kids, because I could do some learning anyway. I'd sit next to him, get my own desk and chair.
Then be not soft in speech. In case the one in whose heart is a disease should be moved with desire when he hears your voice.
Well, they used to have a lot of parents that used to go in schools, but now seem to not have
Speak
that.
in an
Because
honourable
they've banned
manner.
it, haven't
Okay,
they?
says speak in an
So no
honourable
parents
manner,
can
so
see
that's okay.
shit of what they're doing. So you're not allowed, that's why they COVID, you see.
Is
So they
this
can't
an
go to school.
obscure and unsupported opinion? We seek refuge from misguidance.
And I know a lot of parents will be thinking, well, how are we going to do
A
that?
woman
We've got
during
work and
Hajj
everything.
does not raise her
Well,
voice with the
very easy
Talabiyah.
when they get to about 30.
Oh yeah, this was interesting. See, there's some things I was actually learning about when I was hearing
What
them
do you
talk
call
about this
cameras
stuff.
and everything?
Apparently,
I was going to say, we've got the
even like
technology now for them sort of
the
things.
I forget what it. Maybe he talks about it here. Actually,
Yeah.
I'll just see what he says.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can go to work, leave your teenagers to do their own work,
The
do the
sunnah
work.
is that she says the Talabiyah, but does
And
not
they can
raise her
have
voice.
teachers online. You can have teachers online and everything. So it can be paid. We don't need the school. The government can pay for teaching online for the children.
Prayer. If the
There you
imam
go.
makes a mistake,
You know what I mean? But they can
Oh,
pay
yeah,
for
this
that.
is something that was new to me. I
I'm
just
going to
learned
say we
this.
don't have to pay for the schools altogether. We could give, like, they
she
did,
does not
where they
say
took dinners
"Subhanallah,"
round to
like
kids'
men
homes
do.
and whatever.
Rather, she only slaps
So they
her
could take
hand.
lunches and stuff to children's homes,
Slaps.
laptops and stuff.
Is this an obscure and unsupported opinion?
And obviously,
Are the ahadith obscure and
when you're
unsupported?
14, 13,
Hey,
14,
it's an
you
unsupported opinion
can be
that
left
women
on
should
your
be doing
own
this stuff. Oh, is the
for a
Quran
few
an
hours.
unsupported opinion in the hadith? However, these people are either from the people of misguidance and
And
deviation,
by that age, you should be able to make themselves something to eat and butty and stuff.
or they do not understand.
And wash the pots and everything else. Well, I was doing it at 7.
And are unaware that
6
they are
washing pots.
ignoramuses.
7, about 6 or 7. I think we started doing it. I think we started about 5. It was like sat at the chair, just with mum.
No,
But then I think when we
that's
could
when I
still
would like
stand
say,
up, we
okay,
could say, well,
so
we're a
who
little
knows
bit big,
more
about
about
6,
Islam?
7,
Is it the
8.
Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia or like Muhammad Hijab or Malik who's promoting these girls?
Yeah.
Like who knows
And
more,
that way as well. You know, this
about
that way with
Islam
children
and,
being at home,
Now,
rather than
they
at
can
school.
find people who
They
have
won't be
different
learning all
opinions.
this
That's why
shit
we wanted to
of
highlight
bullying
all the
ideology.
different, like,
They
you know,
won't
this
have
one-
to.
This is like one of their guys.
Obviously,
He's one of their guys.
it might
He's
get a bit
saying
lonely for
openly that
people,
this is
but
not allowed. He
this
gives
is
one
where
exception.
then
He
we can
says,
start again
if
with
the woman
youth
has some
clubs
sort of
and things.
knowledge that no man
I was going to
has,
say,
then there's a way that she can do it, which is allowed Islamically.
and
Like he can use the example
Other
with like
things.
Aisha. So she'll like naturally, because she was his favorite wife and she grew up with him, that there were certain things about Muhammad that only she would know. So when he died, when he was killed by the Jewish woman who poisoned him, and he his aorta was
because the
severed.
classrooms are stupid, stupid.
Aisha
Look at
would
him, he
know
looks like
things
evil,
that only
innit?
she would have known,
They're
because she was
evil.
privy to these things because she grew up with them and
Does
lived with
he
them.
come
So
from
it makes
Saudi
sense that
Arabia?
when she was teaching this stuff, it's because she had this unique knowledge
I've
that no
seen
one
him
else
before,
had.
I've not seen him before.
But now
Does he come from
we're in a
Saudi Arabia?
situation where Cora
Someone
and
from there.
Tachi, they're only learning their arguments from Dawa guys, and the Dawa guys know that these women can maybe articulate better than them, or better in some sort of way. Maybe people would want to see them more than them. So they're getting the knowledge from the men, and they're just kind of, you know, saying it to people. But Othman's rule is, if the knowledge is not unique to the woman, then she doesn't, you know, she doesn't say anything. You know, if the knowledge is not unique to her, she doesn't say anything. It's only if she has some sort of hidden knowledge that nobody else has, like Aisha, for example, she would have had some hidden knowledge, then she can say it to the public. But there's ways in which you can do that. So they were saying that, like, basically,
but they say you're not allowed to bow down to a man.
It's from Othman's
they are bowing
opinion,
down
it's
to a man.
forbidden.
But
because the
people
man's the one
don't
that's making all the
understand,
rules and controlling them, so
what
still
does
not
the
bowing
Grand
down.
Mufti? He's what Grand Mufti of Saudi Arabia?
That's like,
Yep.
well, it is bowing
Grand
down.
Mufti of Saudi Arabia. How well does this guy know TikTok? Huh? You ever heard of this guy on TikTok?
No.
So who really knows more?
I don't
huh?
want it.
Huh? I've never
I don't
even
do
heard of
TikTok
this. I've
anymore.
heard of the Grand Mufti and stuff like that. I never heard that guy before. Whereas I hear from
I've seen him
TikTok
on this other
Muslims all
side.
the
I've not
time.
seen
So
him
who
with the
really
red
knows more? All right,
fucking
guys,
teeth out.
we're gonna do a poll right now.
He's got
Let's
a red
have-
eye, red one
Who
on.
knows more about Islam?
Mine's
The
probably
Grand
Italian,
Mufti of
that,
Saudi
but yeah.
Arabia or Cora and Datahi?
And he's got the tablecloth.
So okay, so this is the
I have
context
got a
for
white
this clip here.
tablecloth like that. obviously.
There's not just Othman, there's a bunch of
My
Dawah
sister's got a white
guys, including
tablecloth
Muslim
like it.
Lantern,
He's got
including
it
a couple guys from the UK.
And I've got a
the
red
idea
one
was
like the
that
tablecloth.
Because of Daniel, who was kind of doing this whole, like, supporting Iran and the Shia and things like that, and basically taking opinions that they don't agree with and kind of creating sort of what they would call a fitna between them, you know, like this, causing these problems, you could say, or whatever, between people.
Making it up. They were making, they're just making it up.
Daniel
They don't have a fucking
kind
clue.
of triggered them to make this coalition of, it's called the Global Dawah Community, or
Most
whatever.
of the
I think
women
he's about to
must, some of
introduce
the
it here.
women must have been able to read.
This guy, his name is Othman al-Khamis, and he is their leader. This is the guy who operates everything, by the way. So he's their leader, and and
But
he's
they
the
seem to
one
have their
that
own
they're
women
like,
friends.
Othman's
They've
about to
got
say.
to
So
seek
all
to
these
speak to their own
his
women.
point of existence is to kind of settle all the issues. So you don't have people like Daniel anymore.
That's what I
You
mean.
don't
So
have
it's
people
not
like
like
Daniel
this.
who just kind of go
Because
off in
they,
their
some of
own
these
way.
women is not
He's
exactly
supposed to
like
be
me on
the
my own.
leader, the
They've got all the
central,
other
like
women
the kind of
on
central
there.
figure for
But
all
they
these
still
Dawah guys.
seem to-
So that way,
I was gonna say
it's
they
not
still
just
seem
like
to carry
Othman saying
on
one thing
wearing
and
these
Daniel saying
things.
one thing. It's like, no, if we have a disagreement, we go to this guy, he gives the fatwa, he gives the ruling, and then, you know, that's what we go by. So he's kind of introducing this, and then we're going to go to his opinion, their leader's opinion on what is he
Yeah, so
saying on
they're
this
the
topic.
leaders and they're
Yeah,
men.
and everyone
I thought
noticed.
not meant to
Everyone
bow down
noticed.
to any
So
of them.
the Grand
Every
Mufti
man.
has a narrow
Any man.
lead. A narrow lead. We want
So
to
they're
see
the
how
men,
we
and
want
they're
to see how
bowing
this
down, the
plays
women are
out.
bowing
'Cause,
down to any man. The father.
what does that guy really know? What does he know about TikTok? What does he know about
They said they're not allowed to bow down
But
to
yeah,
the father.
I hear about
Abraham
Cora
or
pretty
whatever
regularly. I never hear about the
fucking
boring
Allah.
old crusty
Whatever
Grand
fucking
Mufti
name.
of Saudi Arabia. What could that guy
Anyway.
possibly know
I was going to say,
about
but, I
dawah?
was going to say, but it's like,
So
well,
anyway,
if they're
he's
not
got
allowed
a
to bow
narrow
down
lead
to the
right now.
man,
But
why
notice,
are they
guys,
bowing
to
down
keep
to
it
the
fair,
leaders?
I made
of
it
the club,
Cora and
of what they're
Itachi
making
together.
up.
Why? They each have half a brain. So in order to cancel out
Each
that
have half a
possible
brain,
objection,
yeah.
well, you know, they
I was
have
going to
half
say,
a
they
brain
don't have to have much
according
of a
to
brain.
Islam. I got two of them together. So their brain adds up to
Some of
one
them can't
whole brain. And then we can see. So then we can see who has more knowledge. All right.
Can't even
Off
read
to a
the
good
wrong
start
language,
here.
never mind English.
And
This
then
is
we
the guy
have
who settles all disputes here.
Then we have
Othman
this-
I
al-Khamis.
was, if you
yeah, this
can't
sniveling-
be dyslexic in your
this
own
sniveling
language, you're going to
crybaby
be
who
dyslexic in
copyrights
our
our
language.
شكرا on
You're going to have trouble in any language if you're fully dyslexic.
And alhamdulillah, one of the things that we see a lot
Basically,
of
you can't
issues
read.
with is problems between du'at and disagreements and so on. And we request our sheikh,
I am
who's going to
dyslexic.
be our authority. Tafadhal, sheikh.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
to
this
say,
I
but
have to
also
read.
some of
I
mine
have to
because I didn't
read
go to school.
because he copyrights anything he says. All right, let's
Who's
see.
going to be our authority.
And
It's
all
even
fair,
Polly Dawah voice,
I've
'cause that's
learned,
probably what he sounds
I
like.
have learned to read a lot better now. I can read this
Some
one, you know,
Muslim
years
women
ago,
on
I couldn't.
social media
But now I can. I was going to say, got off there, I left at 13.
with their faces
Number one.
and voices for the
Yeah,
purpose of
brainwash.
da'wah to Allah. No, this is not correct ever. A woman does da'wah
yeah.
to women and does not speak softly in front of men and such. No. The voice
Well,
of a
I'll say
woman is
different
not
thing.
aura, but
But if there is softness in the voice and such, no,
Softness in the voice.
this is not correct.
So you've
No,
got to have
Lord.
a deep
Wait, what the heck?
voice.
1 second.
Can't
No,
have a
this is
soft
not correct.
voice. Say,
The
"Hey."
woman is to preach, do dawah to women, not to men.
To
Oh,
preach
Lord.
it down to women,
So that's the authority.
but they're all men.
So there you go, guys.
That's
So
what I'm saying,
their
they're not meant to
authority
preach
of
to
this
men,
kind
but
of
they're all men
Dawa
that's preaching
coalition
to.
guy,
They're
the
all men that
leader
are
who
preaching
gives
to.
all the
So
rulings
what's that
when they
they're
have
talking about?
disagreements.
But they're all men
He's
that
saying not
doing the
allowed.
rules that they're preaching
Osman
to.
Hakim is saying not
Al
allowed.
Husband,
Muslim
this,
Lincoln
that,
saying
yeah,
not allowed.
yeah.
Uthman bin Fidden saying not allowed. Zakir Naik saying not allowed. Who's saying it's allowed? I guess we'll see. We'll see.
And again, guys, all kinds of different possible reasons for the objection. But I mean, man, if these guys think this is bad, they better make it really clear, real quick, because
On why?
women on like TikTok and stuff are becoming very popular. And then you got the Lily J crowd and so on. So, and they're
The
the
women
ones
from
setting
over
the
there.
example for the young Muslim women. So
Yeah, the women over there.
they're
They're
about
not the
to-
women over here, mate.
They're going to
I
be a
think-
generation.
Not the ones in
yeah,
the
they're
fucking
about to.
West.
The men
They're
are about
carrying
to
it on,
completely
mate.
lose control, and we've
Once
seen
it's
this
Western
over and
worse
over and
than
over
that.
again,
It's a shame.
where
Because I bet some
a
of them
woman will
women
be
over
on
there
TikTok. We
deserve to
watched
be
the
here.
clips before, where a
Some
woman
of
will
these
convert
people,
and everyone
all
will
these
start
men
praising
don't.
her, and she'll be like, "Oh, and now I'm
What is
going to
that,
talk," and
mate?
she
All
starts
these fucking
talking
big
about
grown-ass
Islam and
men
stuff,
don't
and
deserve to
then
be here.
all of a sudden, hey, I don't have
Yet
to wear a
some of
hijab.
these women